I didn't give any false hope. The question was whether or not I would do even more than was requested. What I did, I thought was appropriate and was able to be done and would get done. I didn't give borrowers false hope, but the Republicans snatched away the hope that they were given, and it's real hope. So let me be clear. For Republicans in Congress, it's not about reducing the deficit. It's not about fairness in forgiving loans. It's only about forgiving loans they have to pay. Today, the Supreme Court sided with them. I believe the court's decision to strike down my student debt relief program as a mistake was wrong.
President Biden said he would find another way to make good on his promises to help people struggling with student loan debt.
That's why we're creating a temporary 12-month, what we're calling on-ramp repayment program. Now, this is not the same as a student loan pause. It's been in effect for the past 3 years. Monthly payments will be due. Bills will not go out and interest will be accruing. And during this period, if you can pay your monthly bills, you should. But if you cannot, if you miss payments, this on-ramp will temporarily remove the threat of default or having your credit harmed, which can hurt borrowers for years to come.
The justices ruled against Biden in a 6-3 decision, favoring 6 conservative-leaning states that objected to the policy. The court's action dealt a blow to the 26 million U.S. borrowers who applied for relief after Biden announced the plan in August of 2022 and represented a political setback for the Democratic president. New Yorkers had mixed reactions at Washington Square Park.
I'm only $38,000 in debt. Definitely the $20,000 could have definitely helped me. It's always something with the government. It's always like a false hope that we're having. And I think that the politicians should just do better and be for the people as they say they are.
I still have loans, and I'm paying interest rates on them. You know what most people say? I'm never gonna be able to pay that. And imagine if, you know what's scary? Imagine you went and got your master's. Imagine you got your PhD, So then you owe $180,000. Yeah, you had a PhD and you can't pay your loans back.
I'm a person that paid off her student debts and worked really hard, and I worked 3 jobs at a time, and I paid them all off ahead of time.
We're from Canada, so we don't pay as much for tuition. I can't imagine what it would be like living here and having to pay that much. I just finished my undergrad and I have 0 debt, so I'm really happy about that. And I can't imagine what it would feel like for people to actually have to pay all of that money. And I think, especially being in your early 20s, it's so hard to just get by.
Arkansas, Iowa, Kansas, Missouri, Nebraska, and South Carolina challenged Biden's debt relief. 2 individual borrowers had also opposed the plan's eligibility requirements, but the justices dismissed their challenge on Friday due to a lack of legal standing. The court acted on its final day of rulings in its term that began in October. 26 million U.S. borrowers applied for relief between when Biden announced the plan in August of 2022 until last November, when lower courts blocked the plan. Biden's plan fulfilled his 2020 campaign promise to cancel a portion of $1.6 trillion in federal student loan debt, but was criticized by Republicans who called it an overreach of his authority and an unfair benefit to college-educated borrowers, while other borrowers received no such relief. Under the plan, the U.S. government would forgive up to $10,000 in federal student debt for Americans making under $125,000 who obtained loans to pay for college and other post-secondary education, and $20,000 for recipients of Pell Grants to students from lower-income families.